Hey there everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Even though they're known for their razor-sharp teeth and voracious appetites, there's more to the fascinating fish known as piranha than meets the eye. In this video, we'll reveal 10 facts about piranhas that you probably didn't know. Number 10. Piranhas have 3 times more muscular jaw force than an alligator. The black piranha, which is indigenous to South America's upper half, is 8 to 15 inches long. However, its muscular jaw force, which is 320 newtons, is 3 times more than that of an American alligator, according to a 2012 research. The black piranha has the strongest bite of any bony fish relative to its body size. Perhaps that's why many people are afraid that they could get mauled to pieces the next time they, find themselves in a body of water. However, this is really far from the truth. Number 9. You won't get eaten by a piranha. You might be asking if a piranha poses any form of threat to humans given its unfriendly reputation and deadly jaw. Thankfully, Hollywood movies like the 2010 3D remake of the cult classic Piranha have only served to spread false rumors about how piranhas prey on packs of unsuspecting swimmers. It's not true that piranhas can rip a person or another animal into pieces in a matter of minutes. They only eat aquatic animals that are already dead or dying. These tales are the result of embellishments that have been passed down through the years. You'll be relieved to learn that no deadly piranha attacks on people have ever been recorded. Number 8. Piranhas shed their fearsome teeth. It'll interest you to know that in the Tupi language, the natives of Brazil literally translate piranhas as toothfish. It's pretty cool, right? Here are some interesting details regarding the piranha's renowned teeth. Each fish has a singular row of numerous razor-like teeth that are as sharp as shark teeth, and an exceptionally wide lower jaw. The persistent bite force of piranhas is rather astounding, and their teeth are strong enough to puncture a silver fishing hook. The weirdest thing here is that piranhas have the ability to completely shed their teeth and change them completely. Man, talk about full dental work. I think I need to meet their dentist. Kinda makes you wonder how those, dreaded teeth are used in eating. Number 7. Some piranhas specialize in eating scales. As for what they eat for food, piranhas love fish scales. Although many fish scales and fins contain 34 to 85% protein, the important fact is that they can regenerate. As such, they are a sustainable source of food, especially for piranha. For years, the piranha may continually remove scales from the same victim without harming it. However, the scale grazing tactic has been elevated to an art form by the wimpy piranha. It approaches a target with great stealth, opens its jaws at a 120-degree angle, and pulls scales from the subject's sides. Honestly, that's pretty incredible and super cool. Now, while the wimple eats scales its entire life, some of the other piranhas will only consume them as young. You'd even think that piranhas primarily are flesh-eating fishes or carnivores because they feed on fish scales, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Number 6. Piranhas are omnivores. Despite lots of information about piranhas being a flesh-eating creature, piranhas are actually omnivorous, meaning they feed on both plants and animals. The piranhas typically eat seeds, snails, plants, worms, insects, and fish. It actually will not eat other large animals like mammals and birds unless the dead are in the water or they're about to die. That's one reason why I like to call them little sharks. Now, you may not agree with me, but the fact that they've got some specific sensory organs just like sharks that can make them sense the presence of blood in the water is just freaking awesome to me. Piranhas have been known to cannibalize when hungry and will even prey on a weaker or sick piranha of their kind. While some adult piranhas have been discovered with pieces of birds and snakes in their guts, younger piranhas will sometimes eat crustaceans and the fins clipped from the tails of larger fish as well. However, that's not to say that they don't have a structure of social protection. Number 5. Piranhas live in packs for protection. You might hold the opinion that piranhas swim in large groups of fish to help them carry out effective attacks, but the reality is quite the reverse. As a measure of defense, piranhas can live in protective packs of up to 1,000 fish. Since they make the ideal diet for other river creatures like caimans, river dolphins, turtles, birds, and even otters, they like to stick together. With this method, a smaller piranha is much safer from predators and can be shielded as it grows. But the fact is not as crazy as the effect US President Theodore Roosevelt had on the reputation of this amazing species. But before we get into that, Since you're still here, can you do me a huge favor? Can you go ahead and click on that big like button and that subscribe button, please? It helps YouTube see our videos and gets our content out to more people who might find this stuff interesting. Thank you. Okay, number 4. Theodore Roosevelt contributed to piranha's scary reputation. How many other fish species do you know that had the honor of featuring in a US president's publication? Our big-jawed friends here have had that level of literary showcase. Theodore Roosevelt chronicled the piranha's violent reputation that he heard about when exploring the Amazon in his book Through the Brazilian Wilderness. They are the fiercest fish on the entire planet, according to Roosevelt, who had this to say. They are the most fearsome fish in the world. Even the most formidable fish, the sharks or the barracudas, usually attack things smaller than themselves. But the piranhas habitually attack things much larger than themselves. They will snap a finger off a hand and cautiously trailed in the water. They mutilate swimmers. In every river town in Paraguay, there are men who have been thus mutilated. They will rend and devour alive any wounded man or beast, for blood in the water excites them to madness. They will tear wounded wildfowl to pieces and bite off the tails of big fish as they grow exhausted when fighting after being hooked. The public in America was persuaded by his claims, which echoed prior tales that piranhas are ferociously violent, man-eating river monsters. But as scientists now understand, this description is incorrect. Number 3. Piranhas can live for 20 years. Apart from the fact that they live up to 20 years, depending on their species, piranhas can range in size. They often reach lengths of up to 5 to 10 inches or 12 to 25 centimeters. The red-bellied piranhas, also known as Pygocentris nateri, can, however, get a little bigger. Some have been reported to reach a height of 35 to 40 centimeters. Even though they typically weigh less than 2 pounds or 0.9 kilograms, some of the larger species can reach weights of a little over 3 kilograms. In the wild, piranhas typically survive for 10 to 20 years. However, they can survive even longer in captivity if given the right care. Number 2. Piranhas are natives of South America. The piranha is a fish that originated in the northern region of South America, where it's been found in warm freshwater rivers, lakes, and streams for millions of years. In the Amazon River, particularly in the Amazon Basin, which makes up about 35% of South America, piranhas are frequently seen. Since they're non-migratory, they're usually only found in one location. Number 1. Piranhas can bark. Researchers discovered 3 interesting cries made by piranhas, which shows that they are actually effective communicators. These sounds were made by piranhas when they're engaged in a conflict or trying to give a signal that there's danger ahead for their friends. They generate these noises by grinding their teeth and constricting and expanding their swim bladder, which keeps them afloat. Barking is another means for piranha to alert others to food sources and oncoming predators because the Amazon basin's waters are pretty cloudy. And there you have it, my friends, 10 really cool facts about piranhas that you may not have known. Number 1 was a big surprise to me. Which one caught you by surprise? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you very much for choosing to spend your time with us today. We'll see you in our next video.